News Channel 5 at 6 with Dale Hoffman and Diana Raphael.
Diana and I were talking earlier today. Sometimes people see you in real life out there at the store, and they say, "Well, gee, you're a real person." But that's true. We don't just live in a box. We have other lives.
We grocery shop, and we go to the movies, and we go out to restaurants.
Yeah, I have a lot of laundry to fold, and things to scrub in the yard, but everything. But every so often, we do have a couple of spare minutes, and I do something. It's kind of fun, and I'd like you to come along. So, if you would, fasten your seatbelt. Let's take off. I've always been fascinated by passenger planes, Boeing, Douglas, Lockheed, Airbus, you name it. I know lots of pilots. My daughter is a flight crew member, and I'm pretty familiar with some of the Boeing models. Usually when I travel, I sit in the back and read a book and let them do the driving, but sometimes I want to drive, and that's when things get interesting. Doing the flying yourself is a great way to get away from it all and see things from a perspective you'll never get on the ground. Clear. It's just you and the sky. Things certainly look different from the air, and on a clear day you really can see almost forever, as the song says. Except for a few busy airports, there's really a lot of uncontrolled, almost empty airspace in this part of the country. Sometimes you won't see another plane for an hour, but you have to keep your eyes open, and you expect the other guy to do the same. You can take instruction at any age, but you have to be 16 to solo, that is to fly by yourself as a student, and 17 to get a license. Be in reasonably good health, pass an FAA physical, and you're on your way. How long it takes depends on your schedule, but eventually you'll be ready for your FAA written test, and then an oral exam, and then into the plane for a check ride where you have to show the FAA examiner you know what you're doing. I passed the first time. Some folks take more than once. Lots of people have boats, fast cars, jet skis, motorcycles, and they're all fun, but there's something about being in the air that being on the land or the water just can't touch. You should give it a try. The only downside is that all flights must come to an end. If you're interested, there's still a lot of empty sky up there, but it will take some time. There's a lot to learn, and it isn't cheap, but it is affordable. So if you want to go for it and persevere and get your ticket, then I salute you. Cheers. I just had to throw that in. I'm sorry. That was a fun morning with the bubbly. If you want to learn more about flying in general aviation, just Google flight training or learn to fly on the internet. It'd bring up a whole lot of very good resources. And if you really want to get into the sky very, very early, 16 is for powered airplanes. You can solo in a glider at 14. Which is like, what, a year and a half, 2 years before you can even drive a car, right? Would you like? She is chicken. She will not let me take her.
I'm scared of flying on the big planes, and maybe it would be good for me, overcome my fear altogether. But
maybe.
But it was very nice. It was a very nice day when you went out there.
It was. It was a very nice day. Lots of very puffy clouds. I'm afraid this holiday weekend, though, we will kind of be stuck on the ground.